Hey guys, we are getting ready to start chapter 41 of Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library. You may remember the last time that we read that Kyle and his team were looking through the game they were playing, and they realized that regardless of where they had landed, all of the answers to the clues were taking them to the same location. So no matter what path they had chosen, they would have gotten the same clues in the end. At the very end of chapter 40, Sierra told all of the rest of her team, "Hey guys, look, I just found a bunch more numbers." And they said, "Where?" And she said, "Up on the ceiling." Remember, nobody is supposed to be able to go into any of the nonfiction Dewey rooms because Charles and his team lost the game, and 14 hours out of the room was their punishment. So we're starting on chapter 41. "You need to look up at the Wonder Dome," said Sierra. "Huh?" said Kyle. Sierra and her whole team were standing together outside the door to Community Room B. She hadn't been this happy or excited in a long time. Sierra," said Akemi, "why exactly are you suggesting we all give ourselves a crick in the neck by staring at the ceiling?" "Okay, this is a game some of us play online called What's the Connection? I put up a list of authors, and you have to figure out how they're linked by the titles of their books." "Whoa," said Akemi, sort of sarcastically. "Sounds like fun." "It is, but believe me, it's not easy." "What'd you figure out?" asked Miguel. "Well, like Curtis said, Thomas Wolfe wrote Look Homeward Angel, and Lewis Carroll wrote Through the Looking Glass. That got me thinking and running computer searches. Stephen Sondheim wrote a book called Look, I Made a Hat. Maya Angelou wrote Even the Stars Look Lonesome. And Synonymous Bosch wrote This Isn't What It Looks Like." "They all have look in the title," said Kyle. "What about the other 5 authors?" asked Akemi. "Did they write look books too?" "No, they're up for a different word." "Huh?" "Booker T. Washington wrote Up from Slavery, and Shel Silverstein wrote Falling Up." "And Dr. Seuss?" asked Kyle. "Great Day for Up. George Orwell did Coming Up for Air, and Todd Strasser had a book called If I Grow Up." "So the 10 statues give us 2 words," said Miguel. "Yep, look and up." "So I did. I looked up. At the Wonder Dome. There, did you see it? That string of numbers that just drifted across the 200 screen under the Star of David." 220.5203, said Miguel. Akemi knuckle-punched Kyle in the arm. "This is just like that bonus code thingy you showed me on the school bus." "Of course," said Kyle. "This is a Lemoncello game. He always hides secret codes in screwy places. Way to go, Sierra." "Thanks," said Sierra, realizing how much more fun it was to play this kind of game with real friends instead of virtual ones on the internet. "But we already found that same 200s number playing Bibliomania," said Miguel. "True," said Kyle. "Check out the sections for numbers the cards wouldn't give us." Everybody craned their necks and focused on the graphics swimming across the 10 panels overhead. "Here comes another one," said Sierra. "In the 600ths, right underneath the floating stethoscope." "Got it," said Kyle. 624.193. "Woohoo!" said Akemi. "Sierra, you're my new hero," said Kyle. "You saved the day." Sierra blushed. "Thanks." "The spinner," said Akemi. "Huh?" said Miguel. "There was another clue. The Bibliomania game was pointing us to the ceiling, too, because in Dewey Decimal Mode, the Wonder Dome looks like a giant 3D version of the board game Spinner." "Awesome, Sierra," said Miguel. "Absolutely awesome." Sierra and her teammates stared up at the ceiling for over an hour. At 12:30, they finally lay down on the floor so they wouldn't cramp their neck muscles. because every 15 minutes the animated ceiling looped through call numbers for every Dewey Decimal Room in the library, except one. And then the sequence repeated itself. How come there's no 300th number? Said Miguel. Probably because that's the book we really, really need, said Kyle. That Lemoncello, said Akemi. What a comedian. So, see if you can find out what the call number 624.193 would be. I'll give you a hint. In our library, the 600 section is over by the windows on the like next to the entrance where you walk into school. So 624.193. Google it and see if you can find what that clue is leading them to.